How do I eat keto with empty shelves at the grocery store?
So drop in the comments what's going on in your grocery stores right now. So we have 2 teenagers who work in a local grocery store here. And so they've been telling us about what's going on. And water's mostly out of stock. Toilet paper is mostly out of stock. A lot of the canned goods are out of stock. The thing with keto is we kind of avoid the canned goods section. The processed food section. So a lot of the things that are off the shelves, bread, milk, help me out here.
Staples. I don't know, peanut butter.
Peanut butter, you can, with sugar added, right? So pasta, dry goods, rice. Things that people can stock up on are things that we avoid anyhow on keto.
Right. So I feel like this diet or this way of eating has really been preparing and is really advantageous for situations just like this. I was kidding around with some of my guys. I was like, you don't even need to eat, right? This diet has prepared me to fast for several weeks if I need to, and I would be just fine doing that. But Tara's right. This is a diet where we do not eat a lot of processed foods. Now, I know a lot of places the meat counters have been emptied out. People are stocking up their freezers with meat. Hopefully you have access to some high quality meat if you do eat meat. But a lot of the foods that we eat are greens and things like that should be continuing to be stocked on the shelves.
Yeah, and so far in our local grocery store, meat is still in stock. Eggs, heavy whipping cream. They're still stock up on things like coconut oil, healthy oils. Stock up on your meats. If you could call a local butcher, you can order meat online. ButcherBox is an example of meat that you can get online. So just kind of be inventive. Look at the nuts, right? Like macadamia nuts, peely nuts, walnuts, pecans. Stock up on those things, and you can store those in your freezer to make their shelf life last longer. So just look around and see what's out there. Now, I don't think that our food supply is going to be impacted by this. I think it's more trying to prevent yourself from going out of the house later.
Right. I think it's just going to have this elastic effect where we're buying up all of these products, and then, this might last several months, but we're buying products that are going to last us several months or maybe even longer than a year, right? Some people are buying toilet paper enough to get them through a year or 2 years. So it's going to have an elastic effect on these producers where they're going to run out of the stuff right away, but nobody's going to be buying it 3 months from now because we're all going to have so much stock of it. So there'll be plenty of it later on, right? So like you said, I don't think that this is going to have a long-term effect on our food supply, but it does make you think about where your food comes from, and how can you build better relationships with local producers so that you can get high quality foods that are close to home, that don't necessarily need to be trucked in from halfway across the world or halfway across the country. Those are those supply chains are probably going to become constrained or maybe even cut off due to maybe some travel bans within our own countries, right?
Yeah.
So local is a great thing.
Yeah, and Chris says that they're out of most of the staples. So look for the nuts, look for the butter, the coconut oil, just good sources of fat. And so you could even do something like some fat fasting, where you're taking in fat. Online, you could order MCT oil, you could order Kettle and Fire keto soups, keto bone broth. Be adventurous. Yeah. Branch out and do some different things. But I want to issue a challenge to everybody. Look around, you live in a neighborhood with other people, and if there are older folks in your neighborhood who don't get around well or could use help, this is a great time to kind of go outside your comfort zone and lend a helping hand. So this can be a phone call next door. You could knock and leave a note on their door if you want to avoid contact with your phone number so that they can contact you if they need food. Because older people, well, number one is fear. They don't know how to handle something like this. They're not as well connected on the internet. They may be getting information that is scaring them, and they may just be scared to go out and be able to stock up on the things that are available right now. So this is just kind of a good time to be that good Samaritan in a safe way.